vegetable, photography, comfortable, chocolate. How well do you know where to place the primary stress in a word? In this video, I'm going to share with you some of the most confusing words in English, words that my students usually get wrong when it comes to primary stress, and we'll see if you can guess where the primary stress is. Primary stress is the one syllable in a word, the one unit in a word that is stressed the most. It is usually longer, louder, higher in pitch. For example, interesting, the in is the primary stress. In the word understand, the primary stress is at the end, understand. In the word ability, where's the primary stress? Ability. So what I want to do is to show you a word, you will guess the primary stress, and then I'm going to reveal the answer, and we'll just practice it together. But before we get started, if you're new to my channel, then hi, my name is Hadar. I'm a non-native speaker of English, and I am here to help you speak English with clarity, with confidence, and with freedom. Check out my website for a lot of free resources and PDFs and lessons at hadarshemesh.com. And you can also follow me on social media where I share daily lessons that can help you speak English with clarity, confidence, and freedom. Okay, are you ready? Let's get started. The first word is, where is the primary stress? Interesting. It's not interesting, it's interesting, the primary stress. If you got it right, well done. If not, practice the correct form with me. Interesting. You can also say interesting or interesting. Both are correct. The primary stress is still the same. Interesting. This is my favorite pronunciation. Now, what about this? Secretary. Secretary, not secretary. Secretary. First syllable. Next one. Develop. Develop. Second syllable. Develop. Very good. Not develop. Develop. Next one. Vegetable. Primary stress is on the first syllable, not vegetable. Vegetable. What about this one? Comfortable. Comfortable. Primary stress is on the first syllable. It's not comfortable, not comfortable. I've heard both many times. Comfortable. 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 Primary stress on the first syllable. What about this? Photography. Primary stress is on the second syllable, ta-da-da-da. Longer, louder, higher in pitch, versus photography. You say photo, but photography. You don't say photography. Photography. Next. Necessary. Necessary. Not necessary. Necessary. You would, however, say necessarily, necessarily, not necessarily, but it's not necessary. Necessary. What about this? Celebrate. First syllable. Celebrate. Not celebrate or celebrate. Celebrate. Primary stress. And this? Chocolate. Chocolate. Not chocolate. 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 Primary stress is on the first syllable yet again. What about this? Restaurant. Restaurant. Not restaurant. Restaurant. Now, what about this? Military. Military. Not military. Military. And what about this one? Well, this one is a tricky one because in the US, it is likely to be pronounced as frustrating. Stress is on the first syllable, frustrating. That's how I say it. It's so frustrating. In the UK, you'll hear frustrating, frustrating. So both options are correct, but depending on where you live, you might want to choose one over the other. And then what about this? Well, this one is tricky too because it can be address and address. When you have the same word that is both a noun and a verb, like address, address, present, present, convict, convict, then the only thing that changes it from a noun to a verb is where you place the stress. Same thing here. Address versus address. So for example, address is the place where you live, your address. What is your address? And address is to address someone, okay? It's a noun. I'm going to address you, or I'm going to address the problem. However, one little caveat is that in the US, the noun address can also be pronounced as address. What's your address? So address and address can both be a noun. The verb is only to address. You can't say, I'm going to address the issue. No, I'm going to address the issue, but you can say, what is your home address or what is your home address? Okay? You learn something, but with present and present or record and record, it's pretty straightforward. For nouns, the primary stress is on the first syllable, and for verbs, the primary stress is on the second syllable. All right, that's it. Now let me know how you did in the comments below, and I'm going to add a few additional videos to help you learn about the primary stress and practice it effectively. In the meantime, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next week in the next video. Bye.